NFTs have been in the news a lot lately. From Grimes selling millions of dollars worth of art, to the digital artist Beeple selling the most expensive NFT at the time of releasing this video for the price of $69 million US. They have taken the world by storm. We've heard about them being revolutionary in the digital art space. Musicians are now selling music as NFTs. Millions of dollars of digital art is being sold as NFTs. But what we aren't hearing about is how these NFTs might affect our beloved film industry. In this video, we're going to try going over some of the positive and negative ways that NFTs might affect the film industry. NFT stands for non-fungible token. Very fun to say, but more difficult to understand. And to understand what an NFT is, we have to break it down into two parts, the non-fungible part and the token part. In economics, a fungible asset is an asset that can be readily exchanged. For example, a Bitcoin is a fungible asset. If you and me were to trade one Bitcoin for one Bitcoin, it wouldn't matter because at the end of the day, we still have one Bitcoin each. Non-fungible assets are assets that have unique properties and are oftentimes one of a kind. They cannot be replaced by something else. Things like a rare first edition of a trading card, a signed baseball, and the Mona Lisa are non-fungible assets. There's only one Mona Lisa. If I were to trade you my replica Mona Lisa for your real Mona Lisa, they are not the same thing. Okay, so what is an NFT? Well, an NFT is a non-fungible token. It is a unit of data, be it an image, a song, a video clip, etc., that has unique properties and is on a digital ledger, which is known as the blockchain. This blockchain is comprised of thousands of computers that keep record of this ledger, which verifies the authenticity of your NFT. So in summary, an NFT can represent a unique digital asset and is therefore not interchangeable. NFTs can be digital art, music, items in video games. Virtually any digital file can be an NFT. So what is so special about NFTs? Why are they all the rage right now? Well, up until recently, when an artist made a digital art piece, they couldn't really make too much money from it because it was easily copyable. There was no difference between the image I downloaded versus the image that you downloaded. And NFTs solve this problem. They allow unique data to be stored as part of the NFT, and because it is on the blockchain, we have a record of its legitimacy. Okay, so that's a lot of mumbo jumbo about what an NFT is. But why would someone actually want to pay for it? Why would someone want to pay millions of dollars for a piece of digital art that I can go and download and look at for free? Well, that's the same question I had when I first heard about them. I thought this was kind of dumb. I only really started to understand what makes them so powerful and valuable when I compared them to the world of fine art collecting. Any one of us can go and download an image of the Mona Lisa. Heck, we can even buy a replica Mona Lisa if we wanted to. I can go and buy a replica Mona Lisa, hang it in my living room, and no one would want to see it. Why? Because it's not the original. The original Mona Lisa lives in the Louvre. This is similar to how NFTs work. The NFT is considered to be the original or some limited run of a digital asset. Owning an NFT of one of Beeple's artworks is like owning the original Mona Lisa or some one-of-a-kind trading card. And this is what makes NFTs sellable and so highly sought after. There are still some differences between owning a Mona Lisa and an NFT. The big one being that it's not really viable to display an NFT in a museum and have people come and see it. Because unlike the Mona Lisa, if I download the image that is the same as an NFT, it's the same image, just without the extra data as part of the digital file. So NFTs are purely there for collectors and bragging rights, and many believe that NFTs represent the future of collectibles, but what they will become we have yet to see. Now that we know what NFTs are, let's finally dive into how I think NFTs can affect the film industry. One of the coolest parts of buying an NFT is the possibility of owning an original, authentic digital file. When an artist creates a tokenized piece of artwork, they are using their unique cryptographic key to create that NFT. Their usual intent is that the original artwork is the token that is being sold. This can be the same for movies. We now have the ability to tokenize a digital file into an NFT. This means that studios can sell these NFTs as one-of-a-kind tokens that are unique and verifiable via the blockchain. This allows digital movie files to be a collectible item in the digital space. Similar to how I used to collect Disney VHSs and my brother now collects Blu-rays, digital files can now be collected. Original prints, in quotes, can be collected. This can open up an entirely new revenue stream for film studios that has endless creative possibilities. And not only can studios now earn money from the original sale of an NFT, they can also earn money through the resale of these NFTs in the future. Because as part of an NFT, the original creator can also include a clause in the NFT contract that ensures they earn a cut of all future sales as well. Imagine this. You go to see a movie on its opening weekend and you're given some special limited edition NFT. Heck, it doesn't even need to be on the opening weekend. If you go and see a movie in the theaters at all, you are given an NFT. Well, this would entice you to go and see more movies, no? For the price of a ticket, you get some special edition, unique digital collectible that can be highly valued and sought after in the future. And here's the kicker. It barely costs the film studio or theater anything to create these tokenized files. Not only does it cost them almost nothing, they can include a contract as part of the NFT so that whenever it gets resold in the future, they earn a cut of the earnings. That's a whole new possible revenue stream that just opened up for film studios and theaters. Studios have constantly been fighting a battle, trying to get more people to come into theater versus pirating the movie or staying at home watching TV. We've seen this battle time and time again. In the 1950s, when TVs became more mainstream in the household. In the early 2000s, when people could just go and download a movie. And we see it now with the rise of streaming services and the recent pandemic, which saw a closing of almost all theaters and a new hesitancy to go to a movie theater. Having a new way of enticing people to go to theaters once the world returns to normal is exactly what movie theaters need to kickstart their comeback. Before we dive into the next section, if you haven't subscribed to FilmStack, make sure to subscribe for more great content. It helps the channel out a lot and I really appreciate it. Movie memorabilia has always been sought after and highly desirable. From movie posters to movie props, collectors have been collecting this stuff for years. With NFTs, we now have the possibility of collecting digital movie memorabilia. From 3D models to sound effects, NFTs enable the selling and collecting of this type of digital memorabilia. Movies are using more and more CGI. Animated films are very popular. We now have the ability for movie studios to sell these original, one-of-a-kind digital props to the highest bidder. We've seen items sell in the past for very high prices that were either worn by or used by certain actors. And in the digital space, we have a lot of CGI artists that are now gaining more and more recognition. An asset that is worked on by a famous CGI artist on a popular movie can be highly sought after in the future. This doesn't only apply to digital 3D models, but really anything involved in the making of a movie. We've seen in the past that movie posters are highly collectible. This movie poster market can be the perfect use case for NFTs. Similar to how digital graphic artists didn't have a good platform to sell their art until NFTs unlocked that possibility, indie movie creators now have a new platform to sell their short films as well. Up until now, if you made a short film, the only ways to make money from it were to either A, get it picked up by some studio which would promote it and sell it, or B, through a video sharing platform like YouTube. Now there is a whole new world of possibilities. Famous creators can sell short films as NFTs with the potential to earn a lot of money from it. From just one short film, they can earn thousands, even if only a small crowd knows about them, versus the pennies they would earn on YouTube. I see a world where a lot more indie movie creators begin popping up and selling their films as NFTs. Without needing a studio and a wide theater release, this opens up a whole new possibility for these artists to make money from their works. NFTs can also be used for limited edition runs. We've seen special edition runs of movies, from director's cuts to something like Mad Max's Black and Chrome edition. These special editions and limited runs can sometimes be highly sought after by film collectors. A lot of the time, these are endlessly available and even included for free with a movie. But what if these limited or special edition versions were created and sold as NFTs? It would bring more awareness to those versions, but also open up another new revenue stream. For great films, movies directed by iconic directors, or movies starring very famous actors, a movie can have a collection of NFTs that are associated to them. And NFT collectors can try and collect them all to have the complete set of verifiable original files. So those were all positive ways that NFTs might have an impact on the film industry. But what about the cons? Well, when I was brainstorming for this video, I could only really think of one con, and I think it's a big one. When you buy an NFT of the movie, even though you own the original file, you do not necessarily own the ability to distribute the movie. You do not own the copyright. At least that is the popular opinion about NFTs at this moment. But that can change in the future. There's a lot of gray area, unwritten rules, and confusion about what it means to own an NFT. When you try to explain to someone that you can own the original file as an NFT, the usual first assumption is that you are buying the right to distribute it. I can see this confusion and lack of a standard causing many problems in the future, from unlawful distribution of movies to invalid lawsuits. I see a future where we see constant court battles on the news about film copyrights revolving around NFTs. But just like with any new technology or medium, these things won't last forever and will most likely be standardized and sorted out. NFTs have already had a huge impact on the digital art space, and they're starting to have an effect on the music industry. But how they will affect the film industry, we have yet to find out. From the possibility of new revenue streams for film studios to new ways of enticing people to come to theaters, I'm sure they will have at least some impact. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you have any other ideas of how NFTs might affect the film industry in the future, make sure to leave a comment. And if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot and I appreciate it. Until next time, have a good one.